Here's Langford. No points in the game yet for him. Brown the pass to Hayward. The Celtics working the ball around now. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Jones. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward. The Heat have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And the first one drops. And so Jones nails both of them. And the Celtics with possession here. 6-point game. Here's Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
And there's no excuse for allowing Brown to get that deep. He's just brilliant at jamming it down to deep. Defense is
Miami's on 0-4 from 3 out outside. A 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Winslow, he fires a three-pointer off the mark. Hayward passes to Langford. Back to Hayward. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now a 10-point Celtic lead.
Yeah, I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they tonight. It's early. Control of this. The fans here, they know it.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Celtics lead by 10. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Tough-nosed Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a franchise player.
You call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call it, but with that comes a lot of, some people call it pressure, but a lot of responsibility is what I call it. Every night you got to show up. You have to be productive. You have to show guys even when you're hurt, you can still play. Even when you're tired, you got to go out there and do what you're supposed to do. It's fun to me. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
What he worked for, and he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
I tell you, on fire all period long, and this is how you want to start the game.
They built up a monster lead on the heels of great shooting. Love the attack mindset here.
Johnson with it. Williams picks him up. Winslow's shot is off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Bill, you're a basketball historian. How do you rank the Celtics compared to other franchises in this league?
Third surliest fans, I would say. Maybe second highest expectations. And the best history. It's out of the history standpoint. The Celtics have the best. Lakers have the second best, but I would not count them because they moved from Minneapolis. And then the Knicks are last because all they do is lose.
And they're so surly.
Yeah, very surly.
Filling out the wings, it's Brown and Hayward. And it's ABC. Then it's Williams. And it's Tice in at the 4. That's the Boston 5. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Winslow kicks to Johnson. From downtown. Offensive rebound. Williams with the block. Hayward outside to the left side wing. Langford the pass to Hayward. Nailed from three-point land. Hayward's got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Floats one. Knocked away. Adebayo kicks to Winslow. Buries the long-range jumper. Winslow's got 9.
Well, defensively, that's what they're trying to do to Winslow. Turn him into a jump shooter, and he made them pay.
That one good for 2. And it's 6 points for Jaylen Brown. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Winslow, the pass to ABC. Kicks it out to Jones. Passes it to ABC. From outside, off the mark.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
For 3, Hayward. That ball's off target. It's his third miss. He's made 2 shots from the field. And there's the pass to Winslow. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. The offensive rebound. Adebayo off with the layup.
No hesitation. He took it right to the rack. But a quick reaction by the defense.
Williams, that's for 2. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Bill, we know in your writing that you love to incorporate pop culture references. How did that begin with you?
Well, it began because in college, I was dropping them in columns, and people were responding. I think pop culture probably mattered more when I was in college in the 80s and 90s because, we didn't have the internet back then. It was harder to connect with people you didn't know. Basically, you had sports and pop culture and politics. Those were the 3 ways of I'm getting to know you. What are the 3 things we're going to talk about? I didn't want to talk about politics with anybody, so the other 2 things for me were sports, pop culture. I was also an only child in the 70s with only 5 or 6 TV channels, watching Brady Bunch, Partridge Family, Sanford and Son, Jefferson's, Good Times, all that stuff. And, you know, that stuff just soaks into your DNA, and that's it.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Langford. He's guarded by Waiters. Walker the pass to Langford. Back to Walker. Passes it to Tice. Waiters grabs the miss. And Bill, in talking about the connection between pop culture, sports, and basketball during your career, through it all, you've always been a writer, though, haven't you?
Always been a writer. Only that was the only child of me. The thing about basketball, I saw his whole career, but I really didn't. Like, his first couple years in LA, I think CBS was only showing like 6 or 7 regular season games.
Sunday afternoons.
In the playoffs, they would bump him off.
Yep.
USA, I think, got the contract in maybe 1982, but for the most part, like, I love George Gervin. I probably saw him play in person twice, and I saw him on TV maybe 10 times, 12 times. And now I could watch Giannis every day. And if Giannis dunks, I could see it on Twitter 5 minutes later, 5 seconds later. So I think people are lucky. You guys should appreciate how lucky you are out there.
Brown kicks to Walker. Boston, no good that time either. The Heat trail by 10. Johnson goes in. Rebound, Boston. Williams has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Brown the pass to Walker. Here's Tice. Olynyk is covering. Fader on the way. Tice, no good. And Miami shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. And Butler gets it to go.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Williams finds Walker. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The Heat trail by 10. Waiters with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Olynyk kicks to Johnson. And that one is good.
Remember, he played the point guard position for most of high school, so Olynyk has retained that vision.
Langford, the pass to Walker. The dish to Brown. 6 points for Kemba Walker.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Make a substitution or not.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Jason Tatum comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for ABC. Cantor finds Walker. And again, Boston with the triple.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3-ball here in the second quarter.
And the foul called on ABC. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Olynyk. And Waiters kicks to Butler. Dragic against Walker. 4 on the clock. Pulls up on the elbow. Got it. And the Celtic lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Dragic.
Well, we know Goran Dragic is very crafty. He can get his shot off in that mid-range area.
From deep, Walker And again, Boston with the triple.
He's been making plays all quarter on a terrific hot streak, helping to build out this lead.
Kicks it to Waiters. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 5th assist in this one.
Nice follow through on the jumper. Dion Waiters looking rock solid that time.
Tatum against Butler. Tatum dishes to Smart. Back to Tatum. Outside, Walker. The Celtics working the ball around now. The kick out to Williams. Over Johnson. Williams can't get it to go. The Heat trail by 9. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
When Dion Waiters is aggressive with this combination of quickness and power, difficult to stop without fouling.
And both free throws good for Waiters. Boston's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on 3.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
If you aren't going to at least step in front of him, you can't be surprised when he throws it down like that.
He was all alone on that one. Dragic has got 7 now in this quarter.
He's letting someone else be the catalyst. Goran Dragic has been working on his catch-and-shoot game.
Cantor kicks to Smart. Tatum passes to Walker. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Dragic finds Olynyk. Butler feeling out a bit. Pass to Dragic. Rebound by the Celtics. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Cantor, high post. Outside Williams. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
The Heat trail by 13, and keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. A different look for Miami. Derek Jones comes in for Johnson, and Winslow subbed in for Goran Dragic. Loads it up for Butler, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Walker kicks to Smart. Back to Walker. Over in the corner, Williams. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. And Cantor throws it down.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. The Heat trail by 15. And here's Winslow. 9 points in the game so far. Inside, here's Butler. Miami no good on that time either.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Outside, Walker. He dishes it to Williams. In the corner, Tatum with it. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Williams has got 5 assists tonight.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, we want to thank the sports guy for being here. Enlightening as always. Bill, what a pleasure. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, I hope my son was impressed. Thank you, Kevin.
I'm sure he was. And Smitty, so great to have Bill with us, a guy who's ahead of the curve creatively.
Kevin, he was a pioneer in blogging. Emmy nominated for his work on documentaries. The guy never stops thinking of new ways to produce content.
And here we go with Waiters running it up the court. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Smart.
Dion Waiters should be a great free throw shooter. He has high arc, good touch, maybe just lack of focus at times.
Celtics making a switch here. Hayward's checked in. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. ABC comes in for Jimmy Butler. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Dion Waiters.
Yeah, Tatum plays with a lot of confidence. He feels like he can take on anyone, and already proving to be a great leader at his age. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Winslow, the pass to Waiters. Here's ABC. He kicks to Winslow. From the arc. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 7th rebound here tonight. 19 seconds left to play in the first half. Smart on the wing. Hayward against Jones. Boston needs to get off a shot. Tatum's shot is off.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Celtics. They lead by 14. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you're in a good position here at the break.
Killed.